Now, high sheriff, police, how can it be? You can arrest everybody but cruel Stagger Lee. That bad man, that cruel Stagger Lee. Late last Friday evening, heard my little bulldog bark. Stagger Lee and Billy DeLines was squabbling in the dark. That bad man, that cruel Stagger Lee. Stagger Lee, Billy DeLines, two men who gambled late. Stacky pulled him 7, Billy swore that he threw 8. That bad man, that cruel Stagger Lee. Stagger Lee said to Billy, now you can't get away with that. You have won my money and my brand new Stetson hat. That bad man, that cruel Stagger Lee. Billy, he said to Stagger Lee, please don't take my life. I have got 3 children and a darling loving wife. That bad man, that cruel Stagger Lee. Now the Lord will take care of your children, I'll take care of your wife. You have took my Stetson hat, now I'm bound to take your life. That bad man, that cruel Stagger Lee. You know, I've been singing this song for a long time and I never could figure out how anybody could get so steamed up losing a Stetson hat that was only worth about $5, you know. But I did a little research into the matter and I talked to some people and I found out that this was not an ordinary Stetson hat that Stagger Lee had. No, sir, this was a magic oxblood Stetson hat that he traded his soul to the devil for. He got this Stetson hat, man. The devil made it out of the hide of a black panther that he'd skinned alive by the light of the full moon. And as long as Stagger Lee had this magic hat, why, he could win in all the gambling games. He could cheat for fun if he wanted to, but he'd win anyway. As long as he had that magic Stetson hat, why, he could rob, he could kill, he could commit murder even, you know, and the police could never get anything on him as long as he had that magic hat. Why, as long as Stagger Lee had that magic hat, he could drink all the whiskey he wanted. He could smoke all the dope he wanted. He could do anything to his body he wanted and still make love to 17 women every night and get ready to do it all over again the next day with Stagger Lee's favorite hat. So naturally, you see, the devil, who was waiting for Stagger Lee to get in trouble with that magic hat, you know, commit some crime so he'd get tried, arrested, convicted, and hung, and then fall into his clutches, you know. He got impatient waiting for Stagger Lee, so what he did was he changed himself to look like the real Billy DeLines, who was an innocent family man, and get Stagger Lee so mad, you know, because it looked like him to steal that hat in the gambling game, and then Stagger Lee shot the real Billy DeLines and did get himself arrested, tried, convicted, and sentenced to be hung. The old devil's just waiting for him, you know. When Stagger Lee, he shot Billy, shot that boy so fast, now the bullet went right through him, and it broke a looking glass. That bad man, that cruel Stagger Lee. They sent for the militia and the wagons, they come, they're loaded down with pistols and a great big Gatling gun. That bad man, that cruel Stagger Lee. And then the deputies took their pistols and they laid them on the shelf. They say, you want the man they call Stagger Lee, go arrest him by yourself. That bad man, that cruel Stagger Lee. 12 o'clock in the evening on the scaffold high, they's all come to hang him, we're all glad to see him die. That bad man, that cruel Stagger Lee. But the judge, he read the sentence, sheriff sprung the trap, that rope went tight around his throat, but his neck refused to crack. That bad man, that cruel Stagger Lee. You see, this took place down in New Orleans, where they was under Napoleonic law, and according to that, you see, if they try to hang a man 3 times and it don't take, that means it's an act of God. They gotta let him go, and that's exactly what happened. 3 times they tried to hang Stagger Lee. 3 times his neck refused to crack because he was such a big guy. I mean, he was big, and he had this great big thick neck. He was big enough to go hunting grizzly bears with a Willis switch. So they had to let Stagger Lee go, and he didn't see any reason to behave after that. And he had so many adventures, you know, I could just sit here and play and sing and talk all night long, but I'm not gonna do that. There was one adventure that he did have, though, that was real interesting. One One day in 1906, he come out to San Francisco in the month of April one morning, and he walks into this bar. About 5 o'clock in the morning. He had a hangover built for a hippopotamus and a thirst to match, and he says to the bartender, he says, "Give me a drink." Well, the bartender, he said, "I'm going to do no such thing until I see the color of your money." And Stagger Lee says, "If you don't give me a drink, I'm going to pull this bar down." Well, the bartender, he just laughed at him. But Stagger Lee, he rolled up his sleeves, man. He grabs a hold of this great big old mahogany bar, and he starts to pull, and the muscles stood up on his arms, and the veins stood out on his head. Great big beads of sweat as big as marbles popped out on his forehead. They ran down his nose, down his neck, down his pant legs, past his knees, and into his boots, where they escaped through the lace holes in the form of steam. He's pulling on this bar so hard, and just after 5 o'clock on that April morning in San Francisco, bang, down come the whole city. And there was water mains spouting all over the place, and the gas mains exploding, people running all over the place trying to tell Stagger Lee about an earthquake. But Stagger Lee said he knew it wasn't an earthquake. He said it was the water pipes on the bar that was connected to all the rest of the buildings in town. Because when he pulled that bar down, you see, all them water pipes that was connected all over the city pulled down the whole place, the whole city of San Francisco, just because Stagger Lee got mad one morning because he couldn't get a drink. They still tell it about an earthquake these days, but it was just nothing but Stagger Lee. Well, finally Stagger Lee died, he went to heaven, and he met St. Peter there. He said, "Go the other way, boy, we don't allow no gamblers here." That bad man, that crew of Stagger Lee. So he took the devil's pitchfork and he laid it on the shelf. He said, "Stand back, our name's Stagger Lee, gonna run this joint myself." That bad man, that crew of Stagger Lee. Well, we got left the song, I might as well play it one more time. It's such a pretty tune about such a bad man.